Why?
Does the people get in here and shit?
People? Hey, Pisces.
Huh?
Why are you lying?
Just chill, show, smoking some blunts, trimming some weed. I'm gonna do that.
What?
What up, Ryan? It's good, it's good. Just chilling, smoking, trimming some weed.
What's good, Ryan? Good to see you, brother. Welcome. Should we pop in, do a quick video with y'all? Say hi.
Smoke a few blunts, see how y'all's Independence Day was and shit, you know. You light shit on fire and blow stuff up day. Did you blow a lot of shit up, Ryan? I was blowing some shit up. I was watching some shit blow up. Lit some stuff on fire. You know how it goes. It's good times, though. I wonder who else is watching. Right. Let's give it a few minutes till people come in here, Ryan. Talk a little bit about what we got coming up. Some guests coming on the show. That's good shit. At least you got to see some people blow some shit up. You know, if you can't blow some shit up yourself, get to watch some people blow some shit up. That's always good.
Where's Ryan from?
I don't know. Where you from again, Ryan?
Sorry, you gotta remind us all the time. BS, brain surgery. I can't keep track. I barely remember where I'm from.
Don't we'll go with that brain. We fucking know a lot of people. I'm not gonna remember where y'all from. I don't have to keep track, you know. All the shit we gotta do.
I haven't touched firecrackers in years. I can't remember the last time I set off firecrackers. I mean, any kind of fireworks, period. Merlin, that's right, okay.
4 days?
No, I haven't done it in years. I don't even know why. I just haven't even bought any. Haven't had it.
I got a whole bunch upstairs, actually. Maybe we'll take them to Vermont, because I got some big ones. Need some space to set them off. I mean, I've set them off here in my backyard, but...
Dude, there was some city, I don't know what city it was, but they did an aerial view of the actual city's fireworks display, but of the people around it, and it's pretty fucking awesome, though. It literally just looks like the whole city is just one big fireworks session. It's actually pretty cool.
Well, that's what we used to go to Wellington. There's a place around here. It's a parking garage and a fucking train station for the people watching. I don't know. But you go there and you go to the top floor of the fucking parking garage and you park up there. And it's like 8 or 9 stories up. And you can see everywhere around. And just everybody in their backyard lighting off fireworks off in the distance. You can see all the distant cities and stuff.
Dude,
doing all the fireworks shows.
Like
and you just keep going, yeah.
Or the Hancock, yeah, the observatories. Whew, that'd be awesome. A 360-degree fucking view of the city, the 2 tallest buildings.
But it's a cool spot because, like I said, you could see, like, you know, you could see the stuff all the way over at Revere Beach, Winthrop, stuff going on over in, you know, out towards Melrose, Stoneham, everywhere. And on that, you get there early enough and you can watch everybody doing it all the way up until the fireworks go off in Boston at 10 o'clock, and you can see that whole show from there without being in the city and dealing with all the fucking people and traffic.
You know what
and
else
shit.
would be a great view? Prospect Hill, Somerville.
Yeah, a lot of people go up there too.
That's one of the places where I had some weird shit when I was investigating, just because I didn't really know the background to the place. So some of the EVPs, whatever, electronic voice phenomenons were kind of odd, but who knows? You never know what to really attribute the shit to. Ryan, you coming to Rhode Island Saturday, Sunday? Come hang out with me.
Yeah, G's hosting Paracon next weekend. Maybe we'll go down one day. I don't know. I gotta work and stuff, so.
The Ocean State Paracon. It's my second time. I hosted last year too. Pretty cool. It's fun. Actually, yeah, y'all. Were you pregnant with AJ when you were at the event?
Yeah, I think she was pregnant when we went.
Because Selena wasn't born either when we went.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both. Yeah, it's funny. It's a pretty cool event though. It's always for a great cause. That's why I don't mind going down. I've gone down for the past 4 years maybe now. Yeah, at least 4 years.
Maybe we'll go.
One day, Ryan. One day, you know what I mean.
Dress up there.
Some people do, like Chuck O the Clown.
Remember we went?
Yeah, remember the clown and stuff? They were different. Not really though. Yeah, you know, like the clown. He's cool though. He has a baby now, and they dressed the baby up, which is cool. I don't know why people are so. I've never been afraid of a clown. I wasn't afraid of the clown from It. I've never seen a clown that.
Did you see the new It?
Not yet, no.
We watched it I've seen it before, but we watched it the other night. It's a little, I don't know.
I watched Justice League finally.
Oh, we were recording that one too.
Yeah, I recorded it yesterday and watched it today, and I wasn't impressed.
Is it something AJ could watch?
No. Well, he's going to identify with the characters because he knows the characters. It's, I mean,
No, but I mean, we're talking about violence and fucking blood and
not blood and guts, but you know, DC doesn't really do that.
Adult storyline, you know what I mean? More.
There's no sex, there's no nudity, there's violence, but there's no, like, you know, you'll see, like, you know, Aquaman.
We'll watch it first.
Yeah, you can watch it. Watch it first, you'll see. I mean,
because some of them, like, we can't. He likes Batman. But he can't watch like the new Batman Begins and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think he can watch Justice League.
He's watched Dark Knight Rises.
He's watched Dark Knight Rises, but he's not watching it again for a while.
Hey D, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Or at least if you were in chat, I didn't see you.
It's good. What's good?
I just gave her back, didn't I?
Natasha, I actually sent you a text. I don't know if you got it. I'm trying to figure out if you have Skype, because I'd like to do a Skype session with you soon, if possible, with me, you, and Smoking.
What's up, Natasha? I don't know who you are, but what's up?
Natasha is an incredible person. She actually interviewed me for her podcast while she was there. She's from Phoenix. Give me a minute. Brain surgery, Natasha. So everything. No, I'm just saying because it all has to kind of click into my head. All the stuff that went on there. But very like-minded. She's kind of on the same stuff we are and everything too. So it was great. Like, the conversation was just great. Fuck the interview. Just being able to talk to her and kind of kick it with her was awesome too. And you know, Phoenix. I mean, Arizona is one of my favorite places on earth.
And why is that?
Okay, cool. So I'll text you or text me, and we'll set up a time to do a Skype, and the three of us can Skype and just kind of talk. Then he can get to know you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mysterious Voices. You should too. Even put up here where people can find your podcast. I know you were starting it, so I don't know if where you put everything up, or if you put everything up yet, or where they can look for it in the future. But feel free to always share the information with me on. Well, I know social media on Twitter and stuff, but definitely be happy to support it and promote it. Boston's great. Had great weather here. Okay, folks, so let me tell you what Jiggy did yesterday. Well, Friday. Anybody, if you know a little bit brief of my history, I'll just give you a brief synopsis if you don't know. My right leg I got shot at work. I'm not a bad guy. I took 2 hollow points to my right leg. So my right leg has a titanium tibia attached to one, and one is actually titanium. My ankle has a plate, screws in it and stuff. If you ever see my leg, I've got a, what do you call it, skin graft. It looks like a top of, if you ever see split top wheat, just look at that and you can imagine what the right side of my leg looks like. The left side is just all where there was staples and all that shit and bullet holes and everything. So my leg is pretty mangled. But I haven't actually ridden a bicycle since, I want to say the 90s. So after everything I went through my leg, I wasn't sure about if I could ride or balance. So I got on my bike Friday and actually did a nice ride to a friend's and then rode home and stuff. So Jiggy's going to start bicycling and stuff. But I'm just really happy about that. Just kind of made me feel good to know I can still do that. So I give a lot of credit to my doctors because all the shit they were saying I shouldn't even be able to do this stuff from my leg doesn't look real great, but it works and it does a great job. So shout out to Mass General Hospital. Those are some great people. They saved my life a couple times. So shout out to them. But anyways, yeah, so I got on my bike. I was happy. I rode. So I'm taking advantage of the beautiful weather.
Well, speaking of podcasts and stuff, we'll be going on a podcast next month sometime. We don't know exactly when, but we'll be on that one time I was abducted, their podcast. Probably sometime in mid-August or so. It's one of them's getting married and stuff, so. And we got a lot going on here. We got a lot of investigating to do. A lot of trips going on.
It's going to be a
videos coming up on here. Instagram live sessions and stuff probably while we're on scene.
I'm going to post some behind-the-scenes stuff on Patreon, though. Patreon's going to be more of the behind-the-scenes stuff, so there'll just be more of the fun stuff you guys.
Exclusive that you guys don't get. Not everybody's going to get to see. We'll be doing some stuff like that because we need some way. We need some way to fund this stuff and everything because it's getting too hard to just do it out of our pockets. So, we're gonna be starting a Patreon probably and doing that stuff. But there'll be some good rewards being a Patreon and stuff. As most of you guys probably Patreons for other people. I know you're probably Patreons of Willie Michael and stuff like that, and so we'll be doing some stuff like that. We're gonna be doing an investigation with Willie.
Yeah, special guest Willie Michael.
Next week, we'll be doing that, and then we'll be talking about it and stuff on Thursday night, and then we'll be putting together a video and releasing a video. Him through Patreon and his stuff. He's on everything now, DTube and all that stuff and everything. So when we do that, we'll have a copy on YouTube and stuff, of course, and VidiSpace or wherever. And
yeah, there'll be different. There'll be different ways.
There's gonna be all kinds of different ways to see us and stuff soon. So, what else we got going on? So after that, then we got. We're gonna be going to Vermont, seeing Coral Castle up with Scott, Vermont, checking out the Coral Castle stuff.
If you haven't checked out, if you know anything about Coral Castle, go on YouTube. Made by one man. Scott Russell is his name. Incredible guy. What he's doing up there is incredible. If you know anything about Coral Castle, if you don't, just go on YouTube. You're on YouTube right now. Just type in Coral Castle.
Actually, if you don't know about Coral Castle, go to Made by One Man and see the actual stuff. Don't go buying into all the other crap about Coral Castle and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe that shit can be levitated and amazing shit can be done, but that's not how Coral Castle was built. And if you go and watch some of the other videos in Coral Castle, they even show the video of the guy, Ed, lead scallion, using fucking tripods and rolling fucking big blocks on logs. And they're like, there it is, levitating. And it's just like, are you serious? But then we stumbled upon this guy, Scott, and he happens to be fairly close to us. And we've been up there before. We're going to go up there again. And he's up in Vermont, close to the Canadian border. So, it's just wilderness everywhere, and there's UFO sightings up there. We have Bigfoot sightings, so we're not only going to be talking to him about Coral Castle, we're going to be in the woods looking for Bigfoot. We're going to be in, doing some sky watching and stuff at night, probably set up laser grids, do all that, see if we can catch anything there. So we've got a lot going on.
We're not just ghost hunters.
We're probably going to do America's Stonehenge. We put up a little clip because we were there scouting it out a few weeks ago. put a little clip of that so you guys get a little taste of that. But we're probably going to be doing that either sometime towards the end of August or the beginning of September.
We may do it based on the lunar events, because it might be
lunar and solar events, because there's so many alignments and stuff at that place that you can go and see. I mean, I think there's like 20 something different alignments at different times of the year. It's not just, you know, the spring and the solstices and the equinoxes and stuff like that. I mean, there's all these other ones and stuff, moon alignments, sun alignments, certain star alignments. That's just the ones they know about. They're trying to figure them all out, but because a lot of the area up there is still covered in trees and everything like that, and there's just stuff in the woods they don't know. I mean, they say there's over 300 star alignments with rocks and stuff placed on top of the hill where this place is, outside of the main area. It's just an amazing place up there. And we were only there because for a little while, and it's just, we just barely got a glimpse of it and stuff. It's an amazing place. That you can go and see a lot of information on that too online and stuff, which is fairly accurate. I mean, there's a lot of different theories about it and stuff. I mean, nobody really knows about that, but that's what we're gonna try and figure out and stuff. I'd like to see if we can get Scott down there with us. Get him down here.
They have some other special guests. You never know who may actually show up on some of these investigations too. So
yeah. What else do we got?
You never know. Probably head back to Dudley Road at some point too. This is all going to be done probably before like we get into the cold weather, so there's going to be a lot of content soon for you guys to be able to check out and see some background, see some investigating and stuff, and more. A lot more than just investigating. It's going to be fun. Absolutely. And again, folks, I know you guys are in different areas. You know, obviously, clearly, you know, we travel a little bit, but as we get out to those different areas, we're going to be looking to hopefully link up with you guys and find some incredible stuff and new places. And that's the thing too, again, we're not just ghost hunters, so things like Stonehenge and Bigfoot and other things that we're going to cover, a lot of the stuff that even people who live here, again, until I started doing this paranormal stuff, a lot of these things I had never heard of. So the more investigations we do and stuff, as great as it is to be able to travel, which we want to do, but there's a lot of stuff just right here in our backyard, literally, that we're going to be looking at and investigating. So some of it you've never seen before, some of it you may have seen before, some of it you may have never seen investigated like we investigate. You know what I mean? We're going to mix in some paranormal equipment with just some good old-fashioned instincts and just finding things. I mean, we were at Dudley Road last time. Again, it's a lot of terrain to cover, and the stuff that we heard and everything, and we even recorded it. Just didn't get great recordings of things, but some odd things happened. But so we'll get back.
We still have the footage of that, whatever that was on the night vision there. I just never frickin' put it on the computer and put it up there and stuff. It's just no idea what those two spots were. It was picking up something that was glowing out there.
It wasn't birds.
It wasn't birds. What couldn't have been like an animal. It was staying too still, and it wasn't an animal sleeping. It was.
We were making noise to try to, you know, rattle it, whatever, too. So
there was something out there watching us. Something. I don't know if it was watching. I don't know what the fuck it was, but there was definitely something on there.
And the fucking like screams mixed in with howls, mixed in with like screeches and noises you just can't even explain. We were like walking through this fucking trail in the dark and shit, just using the night vision. We weren't using anything else, and we heard some crazy noises.
So we've never put it on the computer or anything.
And actually, even the thing with the phone,
it was done on the night vision goggles, recorded on.
So we had Willie sat his phone down, because Willie Michael was with us when we went to Dudley Road. He had sat his phone down to record, and all of a sudden, now we're all standing like another place. I think we were smoking and just talking. You literally can hear us in the background.
The fence was at the front of the van, and he put his phone over on the fence like post. And he's like, all right. And we went to the back of the van because we had drinks and stuff there. We were getting, you know, drinks and water and everything, getting ready to go. And we were smoking a blunt at the back of the van. Yeah, we were getting water. I think, you know, Willie had some soda or whatever and stuff in the van.
Not liquor.
They all know we don't drink. Fuck that. And then so we're over there and we're smoking and stuff. And then we're like, Willie's like, oh wait, let's go check on my phone. And he goes over and he's like, what the hell? Why is this shut off? So we go back and we listen to it. Well, we can hear us, and we're over there smoking and stuff. And we're over there smoking and talking. And you can hear something run up through the woods on the other side of the fence where it was like, so you can hear the leaves and stuff. Something comes over and it shut his phone off.
And, like, you can really
in the
hear
middle of
someone
the thing.
record,
Like, you can hear it, like, come over and it shuts his phone on. Like, the recording stops. Because he said it was just on the voice recorder, and it would go until somebody stops it. And you could just, in the middle of a conversation and everything, it just stops. Like, no, everybody was over there, and he goes over, and it's off.
And you know it's not us because you can hear us talking in the background too, which is funny. So you know, like, you hear
Yeah,
something.
you can
literally,
hear all four of us. We're having like a good conversation. You can hear all of us, and nobody was over there. You can't. You would have been able to hear us walk back over there, because you could hear him walking away from the phone when he first puts it down and stuff. That's like how good it was recording. It was recording. You could hear us on the ground, like, moving around when we're talking and stuff, but you don't hear anybody walk back over there except for somebody in the leaves, because we were on gravel, so you can hear the difference between the gravel and the leaves in the woods behind the fence. So something came over and it shut that recording off.
So we will return to Dudley Road.
Let's see if we can get some more stuff there. So
You'll find out what we're going to investigate next Wednesday.
what's up, Chuck?
Thursday. Chuck, how you doing? Good to see you. How's life treating you? Excuse me.
Yeah, maybe sometime we'll put up we'll make some kind of a way so we can put a clip up so people can hear that, because that's just an audio clipping. So we'd have to just put it on and put it up with that.
Do we still have it somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to put up maybe a clip of, just a little clip of, because we were looking at the glowing spot out in the woods in the middle. I mean, it was like in the middle of a swampy area and stuff like that. And it wasn't no animal, not like, if it was an animal, it's fucking, who the fuck knows what kind of animal it was. It wasn't no known animal.
Yeah. The giant firefly.
Well, we were looking at that shit for like 10-15 minutes. I'm not going to put up that whole thing, but I'll put up a little piece of it where you can see it and stuff like that. Maybe we'll put up edit something together.
There's the
Why we've
sunken
never done it,
house.
because we just got little snippets and clippets, like the screaming and howling thing that we caught. I only caught like just like 3 to maybe 7 seconds of it, because I was recording in 4K on my phone in the video, and it only records 10-minute clips at a time. So I had just hit 10-minute mark, like, as that started, like, screaming, so it stopped, and I got it started again right as it stopped. You can hear the end, like, just the end of it.
It might be on the night vision too, though. You never know on that SD card.
I don't know if we had the night vision running at that point. When we were walking down the trails and stuff. I think I just had my camera, and Willie had GoPros. I don't think we're using night vision now.
No, we never know. Whatever we have, we'll try to put it together and
Put that up at some point. Who knows?
And then we go back there, maybe we'll get the same stuff. Who knows? Good to hear you're doing good, my brother. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday night.
Yeah, we were going to try and make it down to that powwow, man, but we got so much going on up here, and that's just a really long haul right now, so unfortunately we won't make it to that powwow. We're going to go to some powwows up here probably, though. Maybe when we go to Vermont, too, we're thinking maybe we might invite somebody, if anybody in the area can get to us up here, and then come with us up there, wants to go. We just bring a guest along to do some paranormal investigation. Like I said, we're going to be looking for Bigfoot up there. We got UFOs. We got Scott in his coral castle. He figured out Coral Castle. He's got a replica of all the stuff, the way that Ed Leeds Scallon did it in Florida. Up there, he's gonna build on his property an actual thing like Coral Castle in Florida and stuff. The way that Ed actually did it, he's gonna do it himself.
Yeah, I hear it. This wasn't a fox or anything. Like, this wasn't. These weren't animals howling. Like, it wasn't a howl. It was a mixture of a bunch of odd.
It was almost like little kids screaming and something else like fucking screaming back at it, like kind of howling and stuff like that. Like, it was like people, like, kind of noises. It wasn't like animal type stuff. Yeah, it was weird. It was like kids fucking scared and screaming and shit, and then something fucking howling and fucking.
And you're in the middle of like a trail. Like it's not like there's no campers.
There's not a lot of houses around there. We weren't even near houses when it had like the houses that are in that area. They're very spread out and stuff. So there was definitely more than one thing. It wasn't no far. You know what I mean? Like one animal making all this noise. It was like I said, it sounded like a group of children or something, scared fucking shitless. From like some kind of fucking creature, something fucking screeching and howling at it, like chasing them or something. And then it just stopped.
And the legends that surround the place actually kind of. And again, we're not like, let's go out and sensationalize some shit because we read it or heard it somewhere. This is if you hear the recording, like you said, there's very little of it, but it may be on some of the other stuff, maybe not, that we recorded with. You'll know it's not animals. It's nothing like that. Like I've heard everything from fucking raccoons to loons and crazy shit, wolves and foxes and coyotes and all. Yeah,
that's good. That's good stuff, dude. Congratulations. Oh yeah, I thought.
Wow, awesome, brother. Cheers, salute, peace and love. Do your thing. Wait, no, he's not the train guy. Is he? No.
He grows mushrooms. Like
gourmet
edible mushrooms.
Gotcha.
Medicinal mushrooms.
Peace, man.
Not those mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh, he might grow. I think you grow good mushrooms and good mushrooms, right? But his business is, you know what I mean.
That's awesome. It's always good to see people's businesses stuff grow. Do your thing. Be your own boss. Yeah, I ran into somebody today who was asking me, "You can do some more security club stuff?" I'm like, "Nope." That's the one aspect I don't enjoy. Concerts, depending on the concert, as long as it's not some rap shit, I'm good. I'll work those. Bodyguarding, well, for the right people. The crazy shit, the people I've bodyguarded over the years, so you find out they're into like shady shit. Like, I'm good.
Be your own boss.
That's funny how all these people take credit for the fucking jobs and shit, and the people who need to take credit for the jobs are the motherfuckers who created allowing people to be their own bosses. Uber, Lyft, Amazon, Instacart. Everybody wants to take credit.
Well,
shit, everybody at Home Depot.
The government takes credit, but most people don't realize is why the unemployment numbers got better is because they keep changing the fucking number that fucking and the way that they figure out how people are unemployed.
It's also seasonal. Most jobs are seasonal jobs. They're not full-time jobs. They work by 4 seasons pretty much, and that's why they create all these instant jobs and shit, and then those people go to other instant jobs.
But like the recent changes, they go by who's getting a check, an unemployment check.
Yeah.
And you only are allowed to get an unemployment check for so long, so there's not a lot of people getting unemployment checks. But that's how they go by who's unemployed. So all those other unemployed people not getting checks, the government just doesn't know what the fuck you are, so. You know? So that's why their numbers look so great, because, you know what I mean, as all these people that have been unemployed and they stop getting their checks, they fucking, the unemployment numbers go, fucking, they look better and better. They're like, oh, look at that. Less people are unemployed. They're not getting checks anymore, so they must have jobs. We ain't giving them any money. That's how all those fucking numbers change like that. They just change the way they fucking come up with the numbers and the way they decide the figures and shit.
Whatever. Everybody takes credit.
So, again, go out and be your own boss. Make money however you can.
Yeah.
Don't worry about taxes. Plenty of ways to fucking do that shit. And it's all legal ways to do it, too. You can fucking, you can fucking claim everything. Your own businesses. Just do it like fucking they do. Do it like all these fucking big businesses and stuff do. That's how they got where they were. They're like, oh, They read the tax code and shit. They're like, well, alright, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna save myself a fuckload of fucking money in taxes. I know a lot of times you can get fucking all kinds of fucking bonuses and all kinds of shit fucking subsidized and stuff because you own your own business and stuff depending on what kind of business it is too and everything. If you're all like eco-friendly and everything like that, then you get all those bonuses. For sure. What is this last one here?
Last blunt. If you got one, roll it up. It's gonna be fun, fun, fun. Who's going to join us?
That's the way you do it.
Maybe if I had a son. I'll always do some kind of security though. Maybe the right artist I know will just blow up and I'll go on tour with them. Touring is fun. That's the one thing I miss, is being on the road a lot though. I like that kind of like being in hotels. Especially if you have the same chain. There was this one chain that had them sleep number beds. You know how much a sleep number bed? I don't know how much they are now, but when they first came out,
I want to sleep in a different hotel every night and shit.
You don't?
No, I would. I'd
Yeah,
want to
I
be in
loved
a
it.
different hotel, not the same
loved it.
chain and stuff.
No, I like the same chain because it was consistent. You knew you were gonna have consistency, especially with the bed. I'm on my fucking feet. Like, 24 hours out of a day, I'm probably on my feet. 18 hours of that day, fucking, they're going from here to there to everywhere within every state you go to. So when you go to sleep, you want to just hit that bed and be comfortable for a little bit of time. You can sleep because I'm on somebody else's time all the time. If I'm with a group of 4 people, and one of them in the middle of the night says, "Hey, I want to go get something to eat." Guess we gotta get up and go drive and go get something to eat. Security. The bodyguard. So when I hit that bed, I wanted to be consistent. So it's like home. You know what I'm saying? You kind of get that same feeling when you're home. You know your bed is consistent. So I forget what fucking chain is it.
I stayed at the Courtyard Marriott in Florida. It was like the best bed I ever slept in.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you sleep in a hotel, like you just want to like sleep, like you just, because that's the one thing you can't. Well, security wise, one thing I always tell people, security wise, in your hotel, all those locks, everything look really cool and cute and shit. But take the chair and put it under the door. Reinforce the door. If you ever just don't feel secure in a room, when you're in any kind of a hotel room, any motel room, fucking slacking, fucking hotels, fucking whatever, take the chair. Reinforce it under the door. It's the best line of defense you'll ever have from keeping somebody out of those rooms. So, because those locks and shit, they all, the security and those fucking people at the front desk have ways to get through all those locks. Some of them they have to really cut through, but that's old school shit. I don't feel like that anymore, where they would have to cut through it to get in the room. So, the chair. Okay? Just saying. And always keep your devices charged. Don't forget to charge your device. You have to call 911. See what I'm saying? Just saying. Listen, it's things I just would teach people, and you know, things I learned, little tricks and stuff. You never know. Especially with celebrities or people with money. I've bodyguarded some billionaires, like people with some serious fucking money. That people, you just never know. They're just paranoid people, and I don't blame them for being paranoid, or they've had issues before. So you learn things. I literally bodyguarded this fucking group from India, who came to America to like do a tour here and went from the East Coast, and they literally sold out every show. They were like all the top celebrities. I can't remember the fucking name of any of them, but the dude would have like a couple $1,000,000 in the trunk of his BMW that he had here, because he lived in the States and he brought them all here, because most places he went, he wanted to pay cash. So imagine that shit, like people with that kind of money, like literally in briefcases and stuff in their trunk. So everywhere you go, there's, 4 or 5 of us armed and shit, and you're just fucking constantly like, does anybody know that this fucking money's in the trunk? And they're going to banks and making transactions and shit. So yeah, little things help. That's one thing I'm glad. At least in that type of shit, I never had to, as they say, throw down. I've had plenty of fights and clubs and fucking concerts, and as a bodyguard though, I've had to kind of put some people down in a sense, just more physical and shit, because they're just way out of fucking line. But I've never had to shoot anybody or anything like that. Knock on wood. I didn't have to Kevin Costner nobody. Remember The Bodyguard? Mm-hmm. That's how the movie opens. How did you know? Please tell me. He was washing the car inside. I think that's what the line was. He was washing the car inside or something. You don't wash cars down there. I could be wrong, but I think that's the line. I haven't seen that movie in so long. Oh, you do that at home? See, smart man. I don't get, listen, that's one thing I'm always paranoid about, people who have all their windows, especially first floors and shit exposed, and just love, I mean, I love sunlight and shit, but yeah, depending on where you, there's limitations.
Glad I could trim this stuff for you, sir.
Thank you. It's great.
I'd have to have like those windows you could fucking press a button and shit, and they instantly, go dark or some
I
shit.
can grow it all for us.
Sun is cool on the second floor. People say I'm paranoid, whatever. You know what I know? You've been where I've been, and you've done what I've done, and you've seen what I've seen, you'd be a little paranoid too. I keep saying it. People, one of the constant things people fucking say to me is, yo, how do you ghost hunt or UFO hunt or Bigfoot hunt, or would you go to these places or even gone to some of the places you've gone? I would never do that, man. You're not scared of that? No. Motherfucking human beings. I've seen what these skinned motherfuckers in these suits can do. I've seen the evils. I know the evils that men can do, and women. There's no discrimination there. So, yeah. None of that other stuff. I've dealt with demons, probably. Well, yeah. That's what you want. Well, I've never ever told that story. One day, I gotta... We may have to investigate that particular area. There's a story that I've never really told to anybody. I think I told one reporter, but she didn't put it in the article. And it's probably the scariest shit of my life. And this ain't about the death. This ain't about none of being shot. None of that type of shit that happened. So this is way before that. And it's as paranormal as fuck. But I don't think I've ever really told that story. One day I'll tell it. One day we may even investigate the area. Because I've returned to the area with when Dario was around. What'd I do?
You're gonna say all that and then
I'm not
actually say it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell the story right now. It's a long story.
Like how long?
It's long. It has to do with the house in Brockton. There's a lot involved. That's why I think Brockton is probably one of the...
Why don't you start it and then leave it like a cliffhanger at the end?
Nope, it might be
Tune in tomorrow.
Nope.
For the other half.
No, one day I'll tell the scariest story that Jiggy can ever tell. Again, I've died, my brain fucking all that type of shit. This is scarier than all that. It's the most paranormal shit that ever happened to me. And again, I saw my grandfather's a ghost. I've told all those stories. I've told plenty of fucking stories. This tops all of them. All of them. And it's no bullshit. My mama, my daddy, my sister, some other family members and folks, all can tell you. It's all legit. It's one of the reasons I believe in the good and the bad of all this shit. But again, even with all that shit, nothing still is scarier than man, unfortunately. But then again, too, at the same time, I can say that I also see how beautiful man can be, too. So, and when I say man, I mean man and woman. How humans, us, whatever, the skin suits, the skin walkers, whatever the fuck we are. But we can be, too. I've seen the good, the bad, but on the other side of all this shit is the good, and that's the best part of it. I see a lot of good. A lot of peace, a lot of love. That's what it's all about, man. See, you go through the darkness, and then you find some light. In my case, whatever happened, maybe that's what it was, brain surgery. Maybe it was aliens or some shit. We just hit the switch. The light went on. As much as I think about all those computers and shit and all these smartphones and everything, all these supercomputers, the best supercomputer you can have, your brain. What? You don't like my rant? You get it though? You get what I'm saying?
Super high.
Me too. It's great to be super high. That's when you're honest.
You got any Reese's?
Mm-mm.
Why don't you just always have one here? Just keep replenishing it. We'll put a little jar. I'll put some money in, you put some money in, and we just keep replenishing.
First, I got to keep in the refrigerator because it's gonna melt anywhere down here. My rant was interrupted for Reese's. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe. Can we have a GoFundMe for Reese's?
No,
these little
those
pretzels.
are Reese's Pieces.
Those are Reese's Pieces. Oh. Should be Reese's Pieces. These little pretzels and peanuts. Later. That's your son's favorite candy. If you watch every now and then, we usually eat it on camera. I'm just bicycling and stuff now, so I'm trying to cut back on things, you know. I want to get a healthy, stronger jiggy.
It's not even candy, it's chemicals. It's like...
Here we go.
It's nothing like it used to be.
Nothing is like it used to be. The water,
No, you
the
can get
air.
good Reese's peanut butter cups. The Justin's ones are really good.
I know, they just don't make them, and they gotta come out and then take those and mix it for. See, the problem is they don't mix shit for you. They need to say, you know what, this is what these motherfuckers like who are programmed, so let me just do the smart thing, make some mini ones, throw some of my good fucking Reese's thingies in there, because they have the good things too, the little Reese's, the little M&Ms, they got good M&Ms and stuff. They just gotta be smart, they gotta start thinking progressively to help us to cross over to more. Need help.
They have good trail mix stuff like that with good stuff in it and everything.
That's not what we're talking about. That's
you
not.
need to get Chuck to teach you how to grill a portobello mushroom. He grills those kinds of mushrooms.
Oh, those things are awesome.
We tried to make them one time and they were so mushy. It was disgusting.
No. You just gotta marinate them a little bit. All you simply need is like some olive oil, just whatever kind of seasoning you like. Yes. They're so easy to cook. Yeah.
I don't need this.
They are so awesome. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I had one before marinated and it was so good. It was like eating
I've had them too.
steak
One of them
almost.
made
Take it,
But
put some
we
sauce
tried
on it.
and we couldn't do it. It didn't. It was
Try
mushy.
this too. Take it, put some sauce on it. Put some you can get even some vegan Parmesan cheese. Put it in the oven, bake it a little bit till that cheese and the stuff is melted. It's just like eating the same as your mind, in my mind at least, is eating like a chicken cutlet. You know, because I like the eggplant Parmesan too, but like the mushroom Parmesan is just as good. Just little things that I, you know, again, I supplement and everything because I haven't had meat since it'll be August 20th. It'll be a year. I haven't cheated. I was not defeated, and I'm so much lighter for it. So much healthier. Wow, it's all his fault. He talked me into mushrooms. I'm telling you, the ego of mine is just dying little by little.
She stopped eating meat without mushrooms.
I know the mushrooms just took me to a whole other place. It just, it was just like it was. Again, Willie was right. It was the same as
eating meat before I took mushrooms. Well, I mean, it's not why I stopped eating meat because I took mushrooms, but I wasn't doing mushrooms at the time, right?
When those mushrooms showed me how everything is connected, the energy to everything, I was like, I'm good. In the conversation with the grandbaby, I was like, yep, all right, edge time. Let's do the cold turkey. Fuck it. Haven't cheated. Haven't had any reason
That one
to.
right there is like the number one thing. It's like people like, I see people like, oh, I'm such an animal lover. I love animals. Especially like on Instagram and stuff. And they're like, oh, I love animals. And then they post a picture of like a chicken dinner.
Wait,
Or they're out there with it, they're posting pictures of them with a cow, and then they're showing the hamburger that they ate for dinner and stuff. I love animals so much, I fucking kill them and eat them. People out there are fucking...
Mushroom jerky would be good.
I know, it's a learning mushroom jerky. How would you do it? Yeah, that was when, oh God, I stopped eating jerky years ago. Let me tell you why. I had this girl who worked for me, she was from Africa. So she literally was like, oh, try this jerky from Africa. And I ate. I was like, it's good or whatever. I was like, yeah, so how do they make it? She's like, so we take it and we put it in these like huts and we let it, whatever. So whatever the process is, it ends up with flies and maggots and all that shit on it. And they eat pretty much. And somehow then and I just was like, I will never eat jerky again.
Do you know how most cheeses are made? A lot of cheeses are made and stuff like that.
Stop.
We're getting there. Leave us alone.
Well,
Exactly.
We're getting there.
Can we,
I don't eat it every day.
It's called blue cheese for a reason.
I don't eat blue cheese.
There you go. That's good.
I don't even really eat American cheese.
American cheese not even, it's not even cheese.
Not even cheese.
They legally cannot call it cheese.
Okay.
Well, but that's why it's when you go there, it says American slices and stuff like the Kraft.
Ew.
It doesn't say cheese on it.
It's okay. I climb this mountain little by little. And then I'll get in the gym. And then I'll be fucking 21-year-old body Jiggy, which is insane.
That would be weird.
Why would it be weird? My
You're
face
not
is
21.
but why not have a fucking body that at least... Okay, listen. Everything that was up here is down here. It's got to go back up there. See what I'm saying? I've never had like I've never had like a six-pack or anything. I've just been, I think the healthiest I ever was in my life, honestly, I was probably, where was I living? Chelsea. So I was probably 25, 24, 25. Which is about the size I am now. I'm actually a little bit smaller because I was 275. But I was in really good shape. Doesn't your muscle have muscle memory? Cool.
Everything in your body has memory.
So I'm still strong as fuck. And I'm faster again, which is cool. Although I can't run like I used to because my leg still doesn't allow me to.
Yeah, you were.
I can't. I will have to have my knees replaced. My fucking orthopedic doctor, I guess, is like the Patriot. I guess that's what it was. He's the Patriots one. That's one thing he told me. Don't run. Don't do squats. Good night. Don't do anything that's going to put pressure on your legs. Because you'll be back here and I'll be replacing your knees. And this leg compensated for this leg for so long. It's got its own issues, so. I know my limitations. That's why the bike is perfect for me. There's no pounding. See? It says food product, yeah. I know. I don't really eat American cheese. Like I said, it's not really my thing. I'm not a big cheese guy anyway, so. The closest thing you can get from me is probably a pizza. Something Parmesan. Eggplant Parmesan. Mushroom Parmesan. You know what I mean? I'm a simple man. Alright, folks.
That's it.
The last one smoked. We'll see you again soon. If not, tune in Thursday night. I have a guest, Grace Palomino, excuse me. We'll be talking about some cool stuff. Tune in. There'll be more. Peace and love.
We'll be talking about Bridgewater Triangle.
Yes. Oh, you heard that, didn't you?
Thanks for watching, Ryan and Chuck and whoever else was in there. I think that was only on Natasha.
Natasha, yeah.
Still in here. Whoever's in here.
See you again. Peace and love.